Yo, you have no idea what I have to go through to do this art, just emotionally, right? I've tried making art also without substances, and it's almost impossible. If I don't smoke cannabis with tobacco, which is weird, why the tobacco? Because it activates my shadow. And you have to know a little about psychedelic plants to distinguish such fine differences. And I have learned to do that. So I can basically tell you, right, from my own experience, that's always what you have to say. Because I have been drawn to tobacco and to cannabis and into these things. I'm not advertising them, right? That's always the distinguishing feature. I'm not trying to sell you psychedelics as something worth doing. I'm just telling you that if you are drawn to these things, whether or not they are legal, right? That's up to you. Then it's your job, if you really can't let it go, to figure it out. And that means I've been going through long phases where I used certain psychedelic substances on a very frequent basis. But I realized that I was using them different than everybody else. And I think I'm just gonna make it one of those Mad Hatter talks again. I haven't been doing that in a while. So much emotional stuff happened in my life. It just knocked me out completely. Woman where I'd say love of my life kind of left me. I'm just saying nothing I'm doing really seems to work. Everybody's telling me to stop. But the problem is they're all trying to take this away from me, what I'm doing here. That's how it looks like. But I just love it so much. I just drew this. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. I'm going to show it anyway. That's going to be my next art session. And it's just amazing. And I just went through all of this shit. I have minus 47 euros. It's not something to be proud of. It's just something that drives me insane enough to keep working. Because if I had it now already, I probably... actually that's not true. Because by now I've proven to myself that I really like this job. I've really earned liking this job. Because I had the feeling that's the job I can do, I want to do, and that I have to do to simply bring about the vision that I have of my life. And the vision of my life is me in a kind of a stable situation so that I can invite a woman to be with me. The woman is probably a better way to say it, because I already know who I want it to be. That's just saying, you have to be a bit careful about this, who you tell. There's something about a secret marriage vow. So you can't really say anything, but I'm supposed that, that's what started my journey, basically. I said, I want to find a woman. And I'm not going to sleep with one until I found one, that I really want to marry. And I did have casual sex before, until the age of 30 or something, or 29. I was trying to live that, I'm a travel dude. and I just screw around. And I've already talked about this. The last time I did it was on couch surfing. It was so terrible, right? I mean, I just went there for couch surfing, and apparently they liked me, and I was sleeping with a girl. I had specifically also chosen a girl because I often felt intimidated by men, and that's why I always just went to women, because they're so nice and soft, right? But it's the man that you grow alongside with. And if you only spend time with women because you're so sensitive, yeah, then no wonder you're insecure about your gender, mate. Because you're afraid to be discriminated against. You're afraid against some real, like, in your face feedback. Because if you can't get along with men, then that shows already something. Yeah, you're weak, man. I mean, I go out there and I have conversations with men that are so angry, they don't even know it anymore, right? They just think they're righteous. I mean, they just walk around like super angry, smoke a lot of cannabis with tobacco. It activates their shadow. I've met people that take amphetamines, cocaine, right? And they're like so in the gutter of themselves that they're just stuck like this. They often run around with sunglasses because their world is a world of shadows. And so if it's too bright, they don't like this. They want things to be shady. So people who walk around in sunglasses, what you always know is that if you have conversations with them, that they have dark thoughts. Not because the world is dark or anything else, but they just think this is how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be bright, and I walk around, I never wear sunglasses. I have had instances where here in the park where I used to play frisbee sometimes, I may still, that's an emotional topic for me because I love frisbee so much. But nobody can stand it to play with me for too long because they just don't have any stamina. They have nothing to invest in. And so I basically am being also forced because nobody can stand this, whatever I radiate. And I mean, that goes so far that, if you would come here into my apartment and you would just sit down, I'd know how to deal with you. I'm just saying. But I've had people where I just, family members, where I just went into the room and I sat down and I said something like, this is cosmic intervention. Because I was realizing that their relationship was going in a bad direction and my feeling was guiding me. It just said, just go there and talk to them about spirituality. It was just my feeling because I have the feeling it would do them good, right? That's what I was thinking. I have the feeling it would do them good, that if I would go there, and first speak to the wife about the relationship between husband and wife and how you're supposed to arrange yourself in a marriage, right? And I thought, if I just take a pen and a paper, I'm just gonna draw her something. I was thinking about, I was talking to her, and I would explain it to her. I would say, this is the cosmos, and then the feminine and stuff, and the masculine, and then together they form life. Anyway, and when I went there, I knocked, and she said, yeah, okay, come in. Actually, someone else, her husband answered. Okay, it was my brother and his sister, his wife, my sister-in-law. Just trying to be specific, I find it often very, very... Oh, wow, is that really so?